In a narrow vote, the Republican-controlled U.S. Senate advanced what President Donald Trump has called the, quote, One Big Beautiful Bill Act.
The yeas are 51, the nays are 49. The motion is agreed to.
The bill would slash taxes, cut funding for health care programs for the poor, boost military spending, and, by most analyses, ramp up the U.S. deficit. The measure passed in a marathon session on Saturday, meaning it next advances to debate on the Senate floor. Republicans are using a legislative maneuver to bypass the Senate's 60-vote threshold to advance most legislation in the 100-member chamber. 2 Republicans joined 47 Democrats in opposing the 940-page megabill, but it was not enough to halt the measure's march toward what could be a final vote this week. Democrats say the bill's tax cuts would disproportionately benefit the wealthy at the expense of social programs for lower-income Americans. Democratic Minority Leader Chuck Schumer said Republicans wanted to rush the bill through without adequate review and demanded that the megabill first be read aloud in the chamber, a task that could delay the start of the debate.
If Senate Republicans won't tell the American people what's in this bill, then Democrats are going to force this chamber to read it from start to finish. I object.
The measure would extend the 2017 tax cuts that were Trump's main legislative achievement during his first term as president. It would cut other taxes and boost spending on the military and border security. The U.S. already spends more than it takes in from tax revenues, making up the difference by borrowing. The nonpartisan Joint Tax Committee released an analysis projecting that the Senate bill's tax provisions would further reduce government revenue by $4.5 trillion over the next decade, increasing the more than $36 trillion U.S. government debt. The White House this month said the legislation would reduce the annual deficit by $1.4 trillion.